9/11. But anyways, when you have ignorant people with ignorant narratives pulling those two things together, that's why you discredit it. So the bullshit people online talk about aboriginals in America are the ones who basically are little tools of, or toolets of white supremacy, disrupting the narrative of reparations. That's why that ignorant motherfucker had to interrupt me when I was just talking, because that's his job. And that's why he's giggling as well, because that's his fucking job. So all you people who bringing up your little charts, that's stupid.
Evidence
that's stupid.
that backs up my point.
But see, the thing is, whether it's charts or not, these charts are from the white man, so you got to take his word for it.
Regardless, you got to go through the belly of the beast before you can get to some nugget of truth, right?
My theory is that you people who are constantly talking about this Aboriginal shit are really just first generation immigrants disrupting the narrative. That's what I think you guys are.
First generation immigrants, that makes no sense.
Yeah, we're not
that doesn't make
Oh, excuse me, second generation immigrants.
Immigrants don't like this kind of talk.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they don't, because they want to push the Pan-African narrative to remove Black Americans from America and move them all into a black ethno-state in Africa. And all that is going to invite some globalist, communist bullshit that you're going to inherit depth from the Chinese and the Russians.
I did know that was a goal of Pan-Africanism.
How is the Aboriginal information anti-you?
Here's the deal. If you guys can scientifically prove that Aboriginal Africans from Africa were here in America and had a civilization. No, stop talking, bitch, and listen to what I'm fucking saying. Don't interrupt me again. If you could actually prove that Africans from Africa were in America and actually established a civilization in America pre-1492, you will get a Nobel Prize in sociology and archaeology and everything associated with that. Can you prove it?
Hold on, one second.
Everything we said.
One second, Tyrone. I'll tell you what other prize. You get another Nobel Prize if you can prove that black people from Africa actually came here.
No, I wouldn't. I would just have to open up a history book and turn to the page where it says it.
That's not proof.
No, okay. Well, I could go there. Whatever archive I need to go to, whatever archive I need to find, I could go exactly there and find. Or even better, I can go to the African American History Museum in D.C. and I'm fairly confident they have those records.
How's that even better?
That's even better.
I need physical evidence. That's what I need.
They would have physical evidence, right? Okay, they're a museum, right? Okay, what kind they would have. Why don't we go there? Why don't we go there together? How about that? Okay. When are you free? When are you free and available to go to the African American History Museum in D.C.?
We can go to the South Carolina History and Archives Center, and I can show you and prove that there were no Bantus brought through South Carolina.
I didn't say any of those things.
That's supposed to be the biggest hub of alleged Africans brought through that area, right?
Wow.
But here we are with the History and Archive Center that serves as a genealogical library that holds millions of Negroes, birth records, death records, marriage certificates. How's that weird, bro?
Nobody was talking about that. I said the African American History Museum in D.C.
Not some censored.
Nobody's talking about your weird backwater little museum in South Carolina.
That's a genealogical center.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Where are you located
at? Right now, Florida.
Okay. Now let's say you went from Florida to Los Angeles, right?
And
you didn't look back.
Okay.
And I asked you, I'm in Los Angeles, and then I say, man, how'd you get here? You said I came from Florida. However you came here, flew, boat, train, drove. And I asked you for the evidence, how you did it. Can you provide that evidence to me?
Yeah, I would be able to provide you with the receipts for gas in every single state that I stopped in, right?
Okay, and if you flew, I guess an airline ticket and boats, all that kind of stuff. So that's physical evidence that can link you from Florida to Los Angeles. Now when it comes from going from Africa, kidnapping people from Africa to the Americas, what kind of evidence would you be able to show me that took place?
Well, those were done by actual companies, right? Right?
Okay.
UNESCO?
No. Were they done by actual companies, yes or no?
Yes and no.
Yes. So name one of the companies that did it.
Well, that's up to you. No, that's up to you.
Well, wasn't it the Dutch East Indian Trading Company, one of those companies that was involved in the transatlantic slave trade?
Okay, even though that's going back before the British establishment, but you know, if you want to go
Doesn't
there,
matter. Doesn't matter. They
actually
would
it
have
does.
It
records.
does
It
matter,
They would
does
have.
because
actually.
it
They would
does
have
because
records.
the
They
United
would have
States,
records. As,
but the United States got begot by the British, so that's why you gotta stick
no,
with
it
them.
doesn't matter.
You gotta stick with the
No, it
British.
doesn't
And the
matter.
United
Doesn't
States
matter.
was founded by the Spaniards first.
Wow, Jesus Christ. So,
Yeah,
anyways, those are
because
actual
hold
companies.
on,
Wow,
because your guy,
wow,
F.B.A. guy, Tariq Nasheed,
wow.
claimed that the first
My
Africans that
guy,
landed here was in 1526,
my
right?
guy. You see
This
how
is your
ignorant
guy.
this
You
guy
just said
sounds.
you were A.D.O.S. F.B.A. individual. You were a
Wow,
descendant of slave, right?
wow.
So in that, no,
Who is this goofball? Who is this goofball? Who the fuck is this goofball? He's about to get cursed out.
hold
He's
on,
already cursed the
because
line. He's already crossed the line.
because the
This is the
historians,
master educator right here.
the
The
African
master
American
educator
historians, the ones
in
that
ESE
claim to be,
class.
wait a minute, stop. Because the historians that
Ain't no
claim that
stop.
you
You
were
interrupted
a
me.
slave, if you were a slave, your history starts with
What the
1526.
fuck are you talking
Louis
about?
Farrakhan claims 1515 with John Hawkins
Hey,
and the good
hey,
ship
hey, hey,
Jesus,
hey, hey,
and
hey, bitch.
you got
Hey,
the
bitch. Hey, bitch. Hey,
1619
bitch. Hey, bitch.
project
Hey,
that
hey,
Bitch,
claimed that
bitch.
Angolans
hold
came
on.
in.
Hey,
No name calling
hey,
to that
hey,
white
no, no, no,
to
no,
the
no, 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 no.
not to the white girl. That was all right, but not to him.
He needs to check my record. You don't associate me with Tariq Nasheed in any way, shape, fashion, or form. You can just open up my
But you are
YouTube page and
ADOS,
figure that
right?
out.
You ADOS, right?
Wow, I just made a joke about Yvette Cornell. You could also look at my videos against A.D.O.S. on my
You
channel as
just said you
well.
were descendant of slave. That's a lineage,
That's
right? That
different.
comes from Tariq
That's a lineage.
Nasheed.
That's correct. No, that doesn't come from
That
Tariq
comes from
Nasheed.
Tariq Nasheed FBA
Descendants of
stuff.
American slaves,
Bruh, that's
F.B.A. stuff.
FBA stuff.
Wow, this
That's
guy
the
is
ADOS and
ignorant as
FBA
fuck.
shit. Because before them, it was the aboriginal information. These niggas only came
Wow.
out talking about reparations because they saw the
When did
momentum
you
of
get
the
out of prison?
aboriginal
When did you get
community.
out of
Stop,
prison?
bruh.
Talk to me about some sovereign citizen crap as well. Talk to me about
That ain't
that.
got
This
shit to do
anti.
with no sovereign citizen shit.
Oh,
I'm
tell me
not a
about that.
Moor, nigga.
Oh, okay, so you know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
play
about.
that
Okay, when
Moorish
did you
shit,
get out?
bro. This is not a Moorish channel. This is an
You
American Aborigine channel,
you
like I
you
just
you got
said.
you got a parole officer?
Bruh, I am not arrested. I'm not a felon.
Oh, okay. You sound ignorant as fuck.
But you sound ignorant as hell with that slave talk. Because did you not
Again,
know a slave is a
as I was
slave?
answering the
Wait a
question,
minute, wait a minute.
as
You
I was
just
answering
described
the
yourself,
question,
bruh. You
as
just
I was
described
answering the
yourself as
original
a slave.
question,
You American
as
descendant of slave
as
like
I
Vanessa?
as
Are you
I
of the
was
same
explaining
ethnicity of
myself,
Vanessa, bro?
there are records for all of those
Explain to me
companies
this,
so
bro.
far as their bill of ladings of who they carried, what
Why do
merchandise
you
they
call
carried,
yourself
and
a
where they
slave?
carried it to.
Why do you call
That's
yourself
where
a black?
that's where the
Hold up,
evidence
brother.
of any and
Hold
all
up, brother.
slaves that were taken out of Africa, that's where the
There's no
records would be.
Slav tribe in Africa, B.
Where the ship's at?
What are
Oh,
ships?
do I have to find the ships? Do I
Yeah.
have to find the
Yeah, where was the
shackles as well?
barracoon?
Just
Where was
just
the
just
area where they had the barracoons at? Because
just
Do I have to
there are
find
no
the shackles
returning,
as
not
well?
one.
actually just find me one ship. That'll do.
No. Do I have to find the shackles as well?
No, we could find
No, just
shackles
the
anywhere.
ships.
Just find me one ship.
Find the ship.
Oh, okay.
That's the
So
proof of the voyage.
So here's the deal. So if I have something that is basically something that can be destroyed or changed into something else, you want that as well, right? So if I
No, no,
had a
no, no.
rubber bushing,
We're not playing
so if
Transformers,
I
man.
no, so if we had a rubber bushing in a car, and I said that there was a rubber bushing in this car, and you're like, well, where's the rubber bushing?
No,
And I'm like, oh well,
let me tell you what I'm looking for, so it'll be clear. I'm looking
okay.
for a clearly, easily, visually defined ship.
Hmm. Well, the slave trade actually occurred, so you can do your research, and if you don't
Well,
find one, you should probably do your research a little bit better.
well, that's the thing. I did my research and I did it a little bit better. I couldn't find one.
You couldn't find a slave ship.
No, but
No,
you
you
said you could
can't.
find one. You said you
We
could
have
find one.
photographic evidence of Hulk ships that held white prisoners off the coast of Australia and the United States. But there are no slave ships in photographic history. All
In
you can find is
photographic
the boat.
history.
The only closest thing that you could say is some Africans on a slave ship is something that took
Oh
place
my
in
God.
East Africa, not West Africa. And it
When the
had
photo,
fucking Arabs on a boat with a bunch of African kids.
when was the first photograph?
1830 something.
1830. 1830. All
I
right.
think they got
Cool.
color. I think around 1870 or 1880 something. but they didn't use
So
it like
there,
that.
so there's no photos. Again. You guys are really
We're
zoomed
really
in.
we're really powerful. That's what it is.
No, you're not really powerful. You're really ignorant. So at the end of
Well,
the day,
I mean,
what you're
if we're ignorant, you could prove us to be ignorant instead of just saying it.
no. Like I said, we can meet up at the African American History Museum, and I'm
Come on,
fairly
brother. We
confident.
got
Even a white.
Caligula, we got Viking longships, and Khufu's boat, but we ain't got no slave ships. Come on now, B.
Yep.
Wow, sounds ignorant as fuck.
We
I
even
mean,
looked
it could
at
sound what it could sound
Amistad,
like,
bro.
but
We
if you
even
can't prove
looked
it,
at the
If
Amistad,
you
and that
can't
shit
prove
wasn't even
it,
real.
wow. So after the end of slavery in America, you don't believe that those slave ships were converted into anything else?
okay, tell me why they would do that.
No. Yes or no?
No, tell me why they would do
Okay,
that.
then you're ignorant. They wouldn't convert it to something else after
Okay, so if
1865.
I say yes, I'm not ignorant. Huh?
So if they wouldn't convert it to something else after 1865, yes or no?
Why would they?
Why
Okay,
wouldn't
then
they?
where's
They
then
couldn't
brother?
carry slaves with them. So what
Then
would they do
brother,
with those ships?
where is the
But
ship that
what you
has
mean? What
the
would they do with
Brooks
them? They
Vic?
turn that shit into tourist ships.
Exactly.
Tourist ships.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all are ignorant as fuck.
You
How
trying to
Y'all
tell
are
we
me? You
ignorant.
trying to
ignorant,
tell me
bro?
they
Okay,
didn't have
Y'all are,
boats?
and
how
here's the deal.
come?
Y'all are having an insular conversation right now. So the two of y'all talking makes it sound like y'all winning the argument, but everybody who's listening to this shit
That means you know
really
we winning.
so
You know we winning.
really knows that you guys are ignorant as fuck right now. Like honestly, you guys are agents more so than Tariq Nasheed because with your narrative,
Ancient?
I don't know why you keep bringing up Tariq
disrupting
Nasheed, man.
reparations. No,
He's
you're
not a
more of an
champion of
agent than Tariq
reparation.
Nasheed.
He's a
He's
coon
the
agent of a white
champion of
family.
He's more than that, but at the end of the day, at least he had to hop on the reparations dick. You guys can't even get on it at all. You guys are basically
Oh,
trying to
You
do
okay.
the
know, we're on the
undermining bullshit.
restitution
I see what you're saying.
You're
information.
on the restitution.
Yeah, for the
Restitution.
record, Tyron, I think that Vanessa, I didn't start seeing her until I did that Tariq Nasheed video that time. By the way,
Wow. Wow. So again, what's your proof that
but see, when they
the
do come over
Africans
here, they get destroyed though. So that's the
what's your proof that Africans were here, and what date did Africans come into the Americas? Do you have a date for that?
For one, Bantu Africans were never here. It was
No,
Negroes
I didn't ask that
already in
question.
the land that ain't got shit to do with Africa. Bruh,
My
listen to
ESC
me,
brother.
listen to
I
me,
asked you a
listen to
very
me, listen
specific
to me.
question. What
You just
year
said
did
what
Africans
year
come to
Africans
America?
came in. You just said
Yeah,
what year Africans came in the ancient BC
exactly.
times. I told you there were no BC Africans. There were
I didn't
Negroes
say
here, but
ancient
they weren't
BC
of
times.
African
You're answering your
descent.
own question, ESC child. I said, what year did Africans come to America? What year?
What year that you self-proclaimed that your African slaves came in?
See how you can't answer the question? Alquan, can you answer the
They
question?
came in during the World's Fair.
Okay. So
Yeah, they
ignorant question.
did. That's
Ignorant.
when
So
Africa
Alquan,
began to get
do you have an
colonized.
answer? We already got the ESC answer. We got the ESC answer on record. Great.
what's your question?
What year did Africans migrate to the Americas?
I don't know about Africans migrating to the Americas.
What year? That's what you're
I,
claiming, right?
no, I said I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. So you don't know that. Okay. So
No,
I can say the same thing.
I said
Historically,
I'm saying I don't know about any African migration to the Americas. Where'd you get that from?
Okay. Who are the aborigines then? If we're gonna play this semantic bullshit game.
Okay, now
If you think
before I answer that, the kind that you think of the Aborigines, where'd they come from?
no,
Who
you
are
tell
they?
me.
Who are they?
You tell me, because I don't know who the fuck these people
No,
are.
okay, then
The
why
only
you
people in that,
then
the
why
only
can't you
people
believe
who
it?
are in the only people that were in the Americas are the Native Americans who migrated from Alaska all the way down.
there
That's
was
the only
no
place I see.
ancient America, nigga. There was already reported Australoid Negro here.
Okay, great. What year did they come here? What year did the
Okay,
African people
okay,
come here?
There's no time or date when they
Tyron,
got here. They were
I
always
give
here.
him, Tyron, let me give him a date. Since my man wants dates, he thinks we
Hmm.
can't come up with dates. The Australialoid people came here. Are you ready for it?
Australialoid. So you're talking about Aborigines from Australia came to America?
Black people,
They
no.
crossed
No, nigga, they were
they
already
crossed
in
the
the
Pacific.
Americas.
Listen. Let me give you the date. You asked for the date. Are you ready
Oh
for the date?
God.
You ready for
Okay.
the date?
Sure. Give me
48.
the claim.
Listen, 48,000 BC. or BCE? Is that a good enough date
That's a
for you?
Paleolithic era.
Oh, really? And how did they get here? How
No,
did they get here? How did they get there?
now my man want bus
No, no,
tickets.
no, 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 no. How did they get here? How did they
How
get
did
here
an
based off of
African
your claim?
fall out of ape's pussy? Explain that shit to us.
So you want to be ignorant? That's not funny. So
No,
again,
that's out of
you're
Africa
saying
theory, bro.
Australian
That's seriously, that's
aborigines.
legit out of
You said
Africa theory.
Australian aborigines came to America in 48,000 BC.
Look at that.
How did they get from Australia to America?
Look at that.
You see that picture, brother?
I don't care about that picture.
I know
That
you
doesn't
don't.
mean
I know
anything
you
to
I
me.
know we
That
know
means
you
nothing to me.
don't because that's telling the truth.
That means nothing. No, it means nothing to
How,
me.
how does it
So
mean nothing to you?
it
That's
means
saying
nothing
that
to me.
your
I
ass was
asked you a
here.
question. I didn't ask that question about that photo. I didn't ask you a question that photo could answer. I
My
asked you a very
man, you might
specific
as well
question.
quit while you're ahead because you ain't gonna win this one.
No, I am going to win it because
No,
I'm
you
asking you
not,
basic
bro.
questions.
But you gotta
So how did they get here?
theory.
Again, everybody can hear this, right? I'm asking them very basic questions and they're laughing it off because they don't have an answer. How did the Australian Aborigines get to America?
They were already in the Americas, genius.
So the African theory of life starting and springing from Africa, you're actually claiming that life actually started in America?
My man, my man, you already answered your own question when you said theory.
Wow.
I know. Wow.
Wow. So you guys are saying that the underpinning of the Aborigine theory of Africanoid people in America is that those Africanoid people started in America.
Shit? What's this Africanoid shit?
What's this African shit? Are you
Answer the
against
question.
Negroid? Are you against the word Negro or Australoid? Because guess what?
Answer the question.
But wait a minute. Guess what? The first humans is called in the out of Africa theory. Guess
you
what?
See how they can't answer the question,
Wait a minute, my guy. Guess what the first humans in your out of Africa theory is called?
Maybe Dan Calloway can answer these questions better.
Wait. They are called Australopithecus, meaning southern ape. Ape people. Wow. So explain to us, how did niggas fall out of monkeys' pussies?
Wow.
Explain this. All they found was shards of ape bones.
I want y'all to listen to who y'all are sharing company with. All these people just hearing in Twitter spaces.
They're listening and they know what the deal
Aborigines.
And they know when people step up, they get that beat down.
These are the weird people that you're following who can't answer basic ass questions. So I'm gonna ask you again. Are you saying that there's a dual genesis theory of creation that somehow
trying to throw his own made up shit?
No. That evolution involved in Africa and the Americas. Is that what your theory is?
You asking about theories. Nobody gave any theory.
So the actual proof is that man came out of Africa. All man came out of Africa. So that's not the proof. That's why they call it an out of Africa theory. So if any African or any Africanoid person, what I mean by Africanoid is a melanated person. That's what you just showed that picture of, trying to say that those people are black.
Pause.
So anybody who's melanated people in America, they must have came from Africa.
Listen, sir, I'm going to let you go, but I just got to have you pause. Since you said melanated, you know where I got to go, Tyrone? I'm going to Calcutta, so
Yep.
So that includes the East Indians, right?
You're gonna make theories that are just ignorant. I don't know why you want to go down that road.
You said melanated.
Listen, when you say that black people are actual Aborigines and you're trying to play this little game and you're saying that black people in America are Aborigines, you need to define that.
Are black people aboriginal to Africa?
Are black people aboriginal to Africa? Yes, they would be.
Okay, so how come they wouldn't be aboriginal to any place else then?
Define the word aborigine.
Now, he just said yes, now he wants me to define
the word.
You define
the word.
You define
it. You define it.
Define the word, brother.
Okay, black people
define it.
Indigenous to Africa. Okay.
They are indigenous to Africa. Okay. All people are indigenous to Africa.
Okay, so black people can't be indigenous to any other place.
Like Europe. That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so where do you get that idea from?
The white man.
But see, the funny part, Tarvon, even the white man didn't say that though.
You guys are talking prison babble at this point.
Nah, this ain't prison
All
babble.
right?
This is jail babble. This is jail babble.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Look
it
up the
is,
word.
bro.
I would. I'm on my phone right now. But go
What
ahead and
does
look up the word.
aborigine mean? What does aboriginal mean?
You're on your computer, right, Alquan? Go ahead and look up the
Aboriginal
word.
means the first
Show us the
inhabitants
actual.
of the earliest times.
Show us the actual definition of aborigine right now,
Okay.
or aboriginal right
Aboriginal,
now.
I can name it off to you
Since
by
we gotta go
hand.
play semantics, I already called
Stop
this out
playing.
because
This
that's
is
what you
not
guys.
semantics. This is aboriginal means
I
the
asked you.
first inhabitants of the earliest times. That's what aboriginal
That's what
means.
it says. And when after you're done getting this beat down, you can go back to Tariq Nasheed and tell him, God damn, those brothers are too cold.
I won't actually be talking about you guys going forward. I mean, honestly, this is a level of ignorance that is showing itself very clearly.
Bruh. Africa
Yeah,
don't mean first. That's not the
wow.
definition of African.
You guys have
African
no
applies
definition of
to.
your
Oh,
own.
stop. Do you not know the etymology of the word African? It says white inhabitants are the original inhabitants of Africa. That's in etymology and on
Wow,
the
this
racial form of
ESC,
the census, American
ESC,
census.
this ESC
This
child,
is
boy, I
not
tell
me
you.
talking. This is not prison babble. This is your white oppressor telling you this.
Wow.
This is not me. This is your white master.
So you got
I'm
to
still
understand.
waiting on. I'm
You
still
got.
waiting on the definition for aborigine. Are
He
you
just
gonna go ahead
he
and
I
say
already
it,
gave
or
told
it.
you, bro.
are you gonna? No, no,
I
no.
already told you.
He
Do you
gave
want
it.
me to pull out my iPad right now?
Please.
Okay, I'll pull it out.
My man won't waste more time. But see, the next time they send somebody over here, I always tell people you can send people with 2 or 3 PhDs. They're gonna get stomped too.
I'm not getting stomped. You guys are you're just tag teaming on ignorance. That's all you're doing. That's it.
You're right. You're right.
Tag teaming on ignorance.
You're right. We're tag teaming on your ignorance.
No. You're tag teaming you're tag teaming with ignorance. You guys have nothing to actually provide. Oh, there was no slave ships. Okay, well, if slavery is abolished, what am I going to do as a slaver? I'm going to use my ship for something else. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Okay, you see that
Do
right
I
there?
need every single shackle
Do you
that,
see
that,
that?
that every single slave ever had in the entire world?
Do you
There were
see
more
that?
slaves in Brazil than there are in the Americas, but yet and still, y'all are
Brazil
saying
is in
that
the Americas, but you know.
in North America. There were more slaves in Brazil than they were on North.
Okay,
You
okay.
see the type of intellectual kid gloves I have to use with this asshole because he
No,
wants to
you
play
got to be.
semantics.
Hey, you want to be intellectual? You got to
No,
be
no, no,
specific.
no. It's not. No. It's not mean. It's not specificity that you want. It's that you only live in the area of semantics. You can play this whole game.
No, but okay,
Going
but
basic.
since you mentioned,
You still haven't answered basic questions. How did those people get to America?
since you
How did
mentioned,
those people get to America?
let me answer it this way. What difference does it make?
No, it does. It makes a huge difference because if you're saying that Aborigines from Australia came to America over the Pacific Ocean, you are crazy as fuck.
Check this out.
You are crazy as fuck.
Okay, listen. Let me tell you which way they didn't get here. They didn't take a plane. They didn't take a car. They didn't take a private jet. They didn't take a submarine.
Wow.
All right. So that leaves only a few possibilities, and probably the main possibility that man has done forever.
Wow.
You know that.
Can you see my screen, brother?
He sees it, but he doesn't want to read it.
Oh no. Okay. There we go.
Say,
Let me go. Person, animal, or plant that has been. Come on. That has been in a country or region from the earliest times. 1858 mistaken. Okay. Aborigine singular, blah, 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 blah. It's considered the correct singular. Okay, we're talking about tense of verbs. Go back down. Forming element meaning away from down disjunction. Okay, we're talking about the etymology of the word. Okay, disjunction.
Aboriginal, first earlier time existing from the beginning, especially in reference to inhabitants, lands colonized by Europeans from Aborigines. See Aborigine. The specific Australian sense is attested from 1820, the noun meaning original inhabitant, and autochthon is attested to 1760, aboriginality.
Great. So you're claiming.
Aboriginalism.
Stop! So you're claiming that African people in America were the first people here.
See, that's a trick question.
Trick question, because they didn't use the term African. The out of Africa theory is
what
just a
you
theory.
are saying by trying to disrupt the narrative of say,
political
shut the fuck up.
correctness.
Shut the fuck up. What you're trying to say by disrupting the narrative of a slave trade ever happening. See, you could try to make this ignorant, non-academic claim of Africanoid people in America separate. But what you're trying to do is negate the actual history of slavery ever occurring in America. That's what you're having to do.
But sorry, you gotta
shut the fuck up. So therefore, you're saying that black people. So you're saying that black people were Aboriginal.
You gotta understand, screaming and yelling doesn't work over here. You gotta come with the facts.
Exactly.
Either. So again, you're saying that African people were the first people here, right?
See,
yes or no?
See, he's trying to be slick again by saying African people.
Exactly. I'm an African person, or a person who descends from an African person, right? I'm not an African person directly,
what the racial
but I'm a person who has a
says.
lineage back to Africa, and you're trying to say that slavery did occur,
sir.
right?
Okay, sir.
So now, when did those African people, or those African-looking people who are here today, what's your theory of how they were here? They were here already?
Okay, sir. Hush. Okay. According to the racial form and ethnicity... hush, sir. Well,
no,
according to the standard form of 181, ethnicity and racial identification, when you go apply to a job, they'll give you this form and say what race you are.
You see how he's answering his own question? I said, when did they get here? How did they get here? What's your theory?
Well, first of all, I already,
basic questions.
I already gave you.
You haven't already done nothing.
Listen, I already gave you.
Silence. How can hold up? Wait.
I already gave you the date of 48,000 BC. So.
Wait a minute,
Pan-African. Completely out of your ass.
Hold up, Pan-African, because this is what your racial form says about you claiming that Africa
stuff. I didn't ask that, ESE, sir. The next question is how.
You'll get to talk.
No, hush,
You'll get to talk. You'll get to talk.
No, I'm done talking with your ignorant ass. Answer the question. Answer the question. You see
okay, I'm answering.
You made a claim of 48,000.
Sir, calm down. Calm your tits. Okay.
The next question was how. How did they get here 48,000 years ago?
I answered that already.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did. He said they came in the Paleolithic era.
I said
how? How?
Listen, I said it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We know how they
did it. Don't matter, nigga.
You can't answer the question.
We know how they
did it.
We know how they did
it. It does not matter. All we know is when the Pale people came around.
We know how they didn't get here.
All we know, hold up, brother. All we know,
I didn't ask for that negation. I asked for how.
Brother. All we know that science can tell us is when people arrive. It can't tell you when the black people arrive or which black group was first. All it can tell you is when melanin recessive individuals came on the planet.
This anti-historical bullshit.
Hold on, how is it anti-historical? Because you got light-skinned individuals within Africa being claimed to be the original people.
What are you talking
about? And those bones found ain't their bones. Those are monkey bones.
The fuck are you? You're all over the place.
So stop.
Y'all are agents
You're not listening. You're not listening.
Y'all are agents too, huh?
You're not listening.
Yeah, we're agents.
I asked you a question.
We're agents of the truth, not white supremacy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just agents trying to disrupt a reparations check with this bullshit ass narrative that you couldn't even hold water with two fucking questions.
If you don't know
we
who
are
your
two questions
in.
We are two questions in.
Brother, how you gonna get reparations off of DNA
y'all are 30 minutes into two questions in.
Off of DNA kit and flee into Africa.
Y'all are 30 minutes into two questions.
Wait a minute. Slow down, brother.
I said when, and I said how, and we're stuck on how.
I'm gonna speak in the tube and traveling to Africa gonna get you reparations.
Exactly.
Tariq Nasheed, man, you gotta understand, man. You can't bring nobody else over here. They're gonna get their ass beat too.
Oh, so you want to go down that you want to go down that road as well, Alquan? When I know you've been on my page
Now,
too.
before I was
Why don't you,
interrupted,
well, Alquan? Why don't you go suck Michi X's titty, you
Hey,
dumbass motherfucker?
I'll be honest
okay,
with you. I'll be
glad
honest.
you will.
I'll
I'm
be.
Yeah,
glad you
because you got
drank the
low
milk out of the tea.
That's what I'm saying. I'll do it too. Shit.
you got low standards. That's the reason why. Because you got low standards. You like sucking fat bitches' titties.
Hey,
That's
who
what's up
does
with
it?
Hey,
you.
ain't
Who
nothing
does it?
wrong with cooking with
I
a
don't.
pussy.
I don't have to. I don't. I have bad bitches on my roster. I don't have to do that. I'm
Shit.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you had your 500 pounder at some
Nah,
point in time.
nah.
We all have. We all
All that
have.
bitch eating. But
Nobody that
brother,
I claim. Nobody that I claim.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
fuck out of
saying.
here.
I ain't saying nobody want to claim it, but we all have. Shit.
Listen. At the end of the day, y'all are just some Asian ass motherfuckers looking for clout on YouTube.
okay,
That's
if we
it.
some agents, how come the white
Straight
man
up.
saying that you an invasive
Straight up.
species to Africa and that white people
Straight up.
original to Africa?
I don't.
This is
Those are
what
separate topics.
what
You're
you
combining. Here's a word of the day for you, ESE child.
bruh, you ain't even
Here's a word
consider
of the day. You
Aborigine
ready?
to Africa by white
The
man
word of the
standards.
day for you is conflation. That's all you're doing. You're conflating two different things together
Hold on,
because you can't answer
No,
questions.
that's
You're
what
a
you did. That's why you
child.
The
kept
white
slipping
You're a
in
man,
the African
child.
even
stuff
though
in.
even though the white man
Shut
wants
up.
you to
You're a
retreat
child.
to
You're a
Africa,
child.
you ain't even consider Aborigine to Africa and that the white
We
man, the original inhabitants of Africa.
we
Make
got to
that shit
win.
up.
This
Make up
occurred.
your mind, bro.
With your
You can't
theory, we
make
got
this
to
up,
win.
bro.
Wait, when we go,
It's saying
with
it
your,
right here
all
on
you can do is
the
just talk over
paper.
me. That's all you can do.
It's saying it right here on
When
the
you
paper.
claim
It
to
said
win,
tell people
you
original
didn't have a
inhabitants that
manner
you not.
of saying how you got to win. When I said how, you don't
Wait
have
a
an answer
minute,
to the question.
brother, you so
Like
anti-Aborigine
basic
that
question.
you don't realize that you made an invasive species in your own land that you self-proclaim.
Wow, these
Now,
are some ignorant
look at
ass
this, look at this.
Asian
I
ass
want you to read it.
motherfuckers.
I want
I
you to
believe
pull
these
it up.
people are second generation
Brother, I'll
immigrants.
even drop the link.
I don't believe they would get a
Read this
reparations
shit,
check
bro.
worth a damn.
Read
But
it.
you know what's funny though? Morris World TV. See, I can say his name. He was suggesting with a little bit of evidence that Tariq is a Latino. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So talk
What is
about
a Latino?
so talk about tethers.
So what is a Latino?
You know, it's funny, Tyron, when I'm on people's channels and I ask people what is black, what is African, they say I'm trolling and all that kind of shit. Now this man come here with this shit now. What is Latino and all this shit?
Latino is a pseudo cultural identifier. It's not a racial identifier. So it doesn't matter.
I agree with you.
Exactly. So he could be a black Latino, a white Latino, a Rubia Latino, Moreno Latino, Negro
So do you
Latino,
agree
You
that
know,
Indio
Aborigine
Latino.
means anybody except
but
black?
you know, at the end of the day, he's a supposed Latino, right?
Who cares? I don't know what
Well,
you're
I
trying
think
to
you
get to.
should care if you talk about tether babbling and all that kind of stuff, because that's what he's on.
Stealing it from
What?
Alquan. Stealing it from the source.
Come on.
What are
Come
you
on
talking?
now.
What are you showing?
I'm
Connect the dots
showing
for
you
me
the
because I don't.
SF-181, the racial form you sign when you go to apply for a job. When they ask you about your race and ethnicity,
What
this
does
is
that have
what
to
they
do with
put
anything?
down. This is what they put down, and you don't even see it because you're ignorant. Now, this is saying
Well,
American Indian and Alaska Native, a person of having origins in any of the original people of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. Asian, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of the Far East, Southeast, Asia, and Indian subcontinent, including, for example,
oh,
Cambodia,
this prison
China,
babble.
India, Japan,
This is
Korea,
prison
Malaysia,
babble.
Pakistan, Philippine Islands, Thailand, and Vietnam. Black or African American, a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. You see the picture, right? You won't see it until I explain it further. To say Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islanders.
This
A
is
person
prison
having
babble.
origins of any of the original peoples of Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, and other Pacific Islands. White. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, Middle East, or Africa. Now, when you get to black and African American, it says to some black groups in Africa. It don't say original inhabitants.
Wow.
So you see where the problem is?
You're
whatever black groups are.
Now, when
You
we
say
get
he's
to the
stupid. You say he's
etymology
stupid,
of
but that's what the
African,
government put up.
No, shut the fuck up. Y'all are just
this is what
ignorant
the
as fuck.
government put up.
So you're trying to say that white people are not in Africa?
What you
Are you
say?
trying to say that white people? Are you trying to say that white people are not in Africa?
What you say?
He's saying the opposite. Come on.
No, because here's the deal. Some Somalis actually claim that they're white when they come here, right? You do understand that, right?
Ah, see, that's how we know you Tariq's man.
No.
Yes,
They're not Tariq's man
yes.
worth a damn. And again, once again, you can look at my channel to prove that. So shut the fuck up, Alquan. I asked you a very
Somalis
fucking
black
question.
or
Stop
are
with the
they white?
slanders.
Bruh, are they black or are they white?
Listen.
Are the
What is a
Somalis
racial?
black or white? Stop
They're
playing.
not.
Are they
Those
white?
guys.
Are they
You're
white?
ignorant as fuck.
Are
Shut
they
the fuck up.
white?
You're ignorant. You're
Stop.
ignorant. You're ignorant.
Are they white?
Ignorant. You're
Are they
ignorant.
white? Are they white?
A black person
Are
in America. Do you know what they are?
Are they
You know
black
what
or
a
are they
black
white?
person? Do you know what a black person is in America? Who is a black person in America?
Aborigine.
No.
Yes, he is.
The only black person, the only black people, black or racism in general is a racial stratification, right? It's a race-based stratification, a caste system, right? So the black caste in America are the descendants of American slaves. Everybody else, including black immigrants, are actually filed in non-whites.
Now, what do you get when you get Indians being called Negro to terror?
White. See,
Wait a minute. What do you get when you get Indians being called Negro to terror?
As fuck. You are ignorant as fuck. All you can do is just talk. You can't process information. You just regurgitate some shit immediately after somebody says something because your brain doesn't work. Because your brain doesn't fucking work. No. You're ignorant as fuck. You're a child. You're a fucking child.
My man figures screaming and yelling might get him some points.
Yep.
No, it doesn't give me any points. I actually
right
just claimed something. White, non-white, and black. That means that when you have, for instance, when you do a racial study or of the wealth position of African people in California, for instance, that's why those individuals are considered in a different category than descendants of American slaves. When you talk about descendants of American slaves as a lineage of people, you can have very clear poverty levels.
The definition of slave.
Could you please shut the fuck up until I'm done? Thank you. So that's why when you're in California and you have people in California who are immigrants, they are treated differently than a native black person, than a descendant of American slaves. You know why? Because their wealth position is either close to or in some cases exceeding that of white people. For instance, a Nigerian in California, in LA County, their wealth position is around about $145,000. That's how much they have in wealth. What that means functionally is if a cop pulls them over, that cop has to think about whether or not that person is a native black person or a Nigerian. Because if that person is a Nigerian, it's a higher likelihood that that person is not suffering from institutional wealth deprivation and impoverishment. That means that person can actually go get an attorney and go get whatever they need to do so far as legal services to follow that up. So that's the reason why those individuals can do that, is because they're not black. They're not black. They are considered in America as non-white. Right.
Because they're not. But actually, they do kind of group some Africans into the.
I'm not talking about that. It's white, non-white, and black. When you say black in America, you're only talking about descendants of American slaves. So when you say black
American
in Africa,
Indians
that's
are descendants of American slaves.
There are no black. Shut the fuck up. There are no black people in Africa. You know why? Because there's a homogeneous population of black people. What they did was they didn't stratify them. Shut up. It's tribalism that goes on there. They had to deal with colonialism.
How come they can identify each other by look then?
Colonialism actually stratified people by tribe. So whatever tribe helped those colonialists further their goals of subjugation and resource extraction, they got promoted.
So this is made up Pan-Africanism right here.
It is.
I didn't make up anything. You just have to interject because you know I'm speaking the truth. So at the end of the day, that's how you have sort of on the top levels of tribes in these previous colonies, because they were stratified by the British before they left. Whoever helped the British conquer, They got put in power. Whoever didn't, were very rebellious, they were subjugated to genocide. So there are no black people. That's why you say that in Africa, when you call a person from Africa black, they are quick to correct you to their national
Oh,
identity,
okay.
whether
I
they're
think
Kenyan or
African
their tribal identity, as
I
far as
think I got you.
Igbo or whatever.
I think I got you now. But can you answer this question? How come the white man?
Soon after you answer mine.
Okay, but how come the
Soon
white
after
man?
you answer mine.
Okay, but how come the white man says that he calls a place in Africa Africa and black Africans? If there's no black people in Africa.
I'm telling you the facts of the situation. You could go off of something else if you want
It's
to.
white
I'm telling you
Africans.
the facts of the
It's
situation.
white African
And
canon,
and
bro.
and the reason why you could go off of mine is because it actually explains a lot. It explains the genocide that was in Rwanda. It explains the situation in South Africa
Tariq
against
Nasheed,
Zimbabweans.
Tariq Nasheed, he's not college educated, so that's why he can't send no college educated people here. Send the PhDs over here. That's what I want.
Listen, you say that shit again, and I'm just gonna curse you out. Like
Well,
straight.
but I can mute you though, so I won't have to hear it
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, you can act like a bitch. You can act like a bitch. You can act like a bitch. So I made a statement, right? I made a
But sir, can
claim,
you read
a
this
testable
article? I want
claim.
you, but brother, I
I
want you
made
to
a
pull up this
testable
article.
claim to blackness and a definition for it. Do you have a better definition of
My
blackness?
brother, I want you to pull up the definition on
Alquan, do you have a
etymology.com.
better definition of blackness? I just gave you one. Do you have a better one?
Well, that's a made up one, and I don't have a better one.
Means white.
Okay.
It means pale, to become pale, to be bleached.
Wow, these are
It's
some
not
ignorant
really
ass
a
people.
color. How am I
Wow, these are some
ignorant? This is
ignorant
the
ass people.
definition of black. It means without color.
Wow, these are some ignorant ass people.
This is not my definition. This is the European definition.
Wow,
It's not your word, bruh. It's not your word. You emotionally attached to the word black and slave.
Oh, ain't that a cute baby?
Wow. Wow.
My brother, could you pull up on etymology.com? Could you pull up the word slave and read that off to the audience for us?
Wow. These are some ignorant ass people.
No, I'm not being ignorant. I'm dead ass serious. I want you to read this to the audience tonight.
You have nothing. All you guys are doing is just babbling. Now I see it.
Come on.
Now I see it. All you guys are doing is babbling.
Because I'm trying to walk you down. I'm trying to unlock. I'm trying to unlock your consciousness so you can be up here with us, bro.
Alquan, where's your grandparents from? Where's your grandparents from?
Straight.
The brother Muncie, bro.
Nothing but the Americas.
He's from
nothing but
the New
no.
York
I didn't
area,
ask you that.
Muncie.
I didn't ask you that. In the United States of America, where were your grandparents from?
Actually, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yep.
On both sides.
Well, the other one is Georgia, so that's right in the area.
All right. So y'all are just ignorant as fuck.
No, we just.
Hey, what about you? What about you? The other ESE child that's babbling. Where's your grandparents from?
My people are from the Carolinas, particularly South Carolina.
Okay. So how did y'all come to this knowledge? Were you provided this ignorant ass information from your ignorant ass grandparents? Did they teach you this?
Absolutely, and they're not ignorant because we actually did the boots on the ground genealogy work. We didn't conclude with some DNA kit at home spit quantum that's giving you a horoscope of a random West African tribe nobody had any prior knowledge to.
They all told you that they were Native American.
The neuralizer, hocus pocus magic that erased millions of niggas.
Calm down. ESE child, calm down.
Okay.
So your grandparents,
Pan-African level. Okay.
No, I'm not a Pan-Africanist. I'm a delineationist.
Yes, you are, but you claim you were African slave.
No, I didn't say that. So at the end of the day, no, I didn't. I actually defined. No, I didn't. I said that I'm a descendant of American slaves. That's what I said, right?
Yeah, you didn't say that. Then you qualified it later on.
And I qualified. Did I not say what the first African slaves were? Did I not qualify what an American chattel slave were? Did I not qualify what a freedman was?
Come here.
You answer the question, stupid ass motherfucker. Again, you just have to talk over me. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
See, this is why Tariq Nasheed
wait. So did I not define all those things? Did I not? Did I not define all those things, right?
No, you didn't.
Did
You
I call myself an
didn't pull
African
up a
slave or did I say
dictionary.
I'm a descendant of American slaves?
You
Which
didn't pull
was
up
it?
a dictionary.
Which was it? Which was it?
Brother, you did not pull up a dictionary.
Wait, you ignorant ass, retarded ass motherfucker. Which did I say I was?
You
Did I
said
not
that
define what it is?
you said you was an African lion in America.
Okay.
That's what you just said.
So what did your ignorant ass, bitch ass, grandparent tell you about your history?
Damn, man, that's some people's family. Yeah.
Yeah, straight
My
up.
family were always in America. We were
You
never
see, he answered
enslaved.
the
We
question
were
without any sort of
Fugoji
info because he
Indians.
knows
What are
his
you
parents.
talking about?
He knows his grandparents are some bitch ass motherfuckers. So anyway, so
Oh,
did
you
they tell
call
you
my
this narrative?
grandparents bitch ass motherfuckers because they don't believe
Yeah.
that they came from Bantuville in
Did
Ghana
did
somewhere?
did they tell you this Dane Calloway twice chewed bullshit? Did they tell you this?
Dane Calloway. I just told your dumb ass that Dane Calloway didn't give me the information. I already known it
But
before he did.
you know what's up, Tyron? He'll believe in something called a F.B.A. You gotta wait for Tariq Nasheed to tell him what
I
year
Yep.
it is.
I don't
And this
I don't
nigga
actually
double dipped
support.
his toes into Dane Calloway's information. So what are
Listen,
you
this is
talking
all you
about?
guys got to do. That's pathetic. So, Alquan, we'll go to your bitch ass as well. What about your grandparents? Did they tell you this narrative, or did you hear it from Dane Calloway as well?
No, they told me, and well, I didn't have
What did they? No,
grandparents.
no. What did they tell you? What specifically did they tell you? Did they tell you that we are
Well,
not
he's
black? We were
munchie.
here all the way. No, I'm not talking to you, ESC child. Alquan, did your grandparents tell you that you were not a slave? That you were
My
always here?
grandparents,
What did they tell you?
my grandparents were dead, so I never met them. But my mother always told us
Mm-hmm.
we're Native American, just like every other Black American household that I've ever been
Oh,
in my life.
so she's the bitch trying to say I got Native American in my family
Why
and
you
trying
gotta
to take
call
that
his
to the
name a
umpteenth
mom's a
degree.
bitch, bro?
I
Yeah.
said it directly like I did. So that's an
Okay. With that, we can put an end to that. I'm getting tired anyway. So,
Put this
yeah.
on prime cuts, bro.
Yeah, you know, well, I was gonna have to. This is 7 hours, so nobody's gonna watch the whole 7 hours of shit.
Well, I gotta go back and watch the beginning part with Dr.
Yeah,
Mind.
yeah, that's gonna have to be cut. All this is gonna have to be cut up because that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Homeboy sounded very fruity. Very, very fruity.
Yeah, even Vanessa had called that shit out, bro.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I don't even like the bitch. So.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that because you know he was cussing her out, so I didn't mind it at the time. But
Yeah, but he sounded very suspicious.
oh yeah, he's a Tariq Nasheed troll. Probably Vanessa too, because again, Vanessa she had started coming over here until I made that video about Tariq that time about the museum.
Yeah, I could tell she liked Tariq.
Yeah,
Tariq has a lot of white followers, or I don't think she's totally white, but yeah.
At first, I believed he was like a mulatto or something. No, but the deeper you kept digging.
Yeah, she sounds like it. She sounds like she was raised by a white mother.
Did he say he's from the Hermetic? He practiced Hermeticism or something like that?
What's that?
Did he say he practiced Hermeticism or something like that before?
I
think she did. I think she did.
No, that one guy.
Oh, that
yeah, he
none of
did
your
say
business
it.
guy.
He did.
See, that's probably Aleister Crowley's little secret society.
Oh.
But we the agents, though.
Yeah, you could tell. See, that's why you ask questions to these guys, and see, they try to twist your brain. But see, when you stay on point and you know where they're coming from, you know how to get out of their BS. They melt down, get pissed off, and you know he probably called my mother a bitch, just as an excuse to get the hell out of here because he probably knew I was going to cut him off.